Hello heroes, how are you doing? Hope you are having a wonderful time of day. Allegedly on March 2nd at around 12 EM PST, which is in like 40-45 hours for me from now on, probably much less for you by the time this gets uploaded, we will most likely be getting more news about Project A by Riot Games. So today I will get you up to snuff on everything I know about it. But before that, my name is Samuel Smith and I am here to entertain you, share my thoughts and hobbies, as well as potentially help you create your own content along the way. So if you're interested in what's to come, press the subscribe button and ring-a-ding that notification bell. Let's roll! First of all, for those who don't know what Project A is, it is a free-to-play FPS shooter announced by Riot Games, the creator of League of Legends. It is said to be a mixture of Counter-Strike and Overwatch, although to me it looks more like Counter-Strike with some flavors of Paladins style-wise. It is from the bat announced as a 5v5 competitive shooter, with at the moment two known game modes being the Defuse and the Search and Destroy, with ability to buy not only weapons but also hero abilities. Okay, now to the information that I know. One of the potential and most likely names for Project A is Valorant, as it is one of the names that Riot has trademarked in the past. Also, it has quite a few regional/language twitters. One of the prominent ones to me is Play Valorant, as it was verified for a short period of time. Next up, the gameplay itself. Let's start with movement. As some of the people who have played the closed beta and have spoken about it, the movement speed is a bit slow, similar to Counter-Strike. But there are some movement abilities like this dash that we see in the trailer that can speed up things a little bit. Some of the other things that might help you in movement speed is the presence of bunny hop and strafing, but the movement itself is really smooth anyway, as the tick rate of the server is 128, which is higher than most other multiplayer shooters. But then again, these people played the game on site with zero ping and on powerful PCs, so we should take it with at least a tiny little pinch of salt. Also, the movement of the characters is being slowed down when shot, being the aim punch. And on that note, gunplay and gun mechanics. As the game is geared towards competitive play, it has friendly fire. All the weapons are hitscan, so when you shoot there is no delay in hitting the enemy, as well as there being no bullet drop. But the thing that I heard, and I personally don't like, is that with what I know, there is no spray pattern. Meaning that after the first shot, the consecutive shots will go into a random direction. As well as the shotgun pellet spread is also random. Hopefully after more beta and more feedback this potentially changes. Other than that, you can shoot through some of the walls, most likely depending on the thickness and material. Most weapons have the ability for a one-hit kill headshot, although it has the possibility to be negated a bit by an ability to purchase helmets and body armor, like in Counter-Strike. Also, one great setting that we get is an in-depth crosshair customization. Before we move on to the heroes and abilities, if you're enjoying what you are watching, then why not subscribe for more? Okay, back to the info. In the announcement trailer we have seen 4 characters. This one being Viper, the character with a face mask, with a shotgun and a tendency of gently touching her right arm to create green walls, as well as sometimes creating the green smoke bubbles, both of which look non-solid, so you will be able to pass and shoot through them, and it only blocks the line of sight. Next we have the trenchcoat dude that we only see die and then get resurrected by our next character, Sage. But before that, as you might have missed here, we can see parts of Mr. Trenchcoat's body through the wall, and at the moment I do not know if this is possible through the whole game or it is just a passive ability of Sage. So the Sage is the character that we know the most about, through this leaked image that I found on @Valorant the game Twitter account, link for which will be in the description of course. From this image we can see that the Sage has a title of Sentinel, which can be the name of the role or the affiliation of the character, as well as 3 abilities that she possesses, as well as the ultimate. The abilities being the barrier orb that we can see in the trailer, which is these solid walls that we can rotate before placing it down, similar to Maze Wall from Overwatch. And the other similarity to Maze Wall is that it is also fragmented, which means you can break parts of it without needing to break the whole thing. The other ability is a slow orb, which detonates upon landing, creating a lingering field that slows and grounds the players caught inside. Healing Orb, which has 2 modes, the main one being shooting that orb at the teammate to activate heal over time, reminiscent of Zenyatta's Harmony Orb, and the alternate mode being a self-heal over time, and the resurrection being the ultimate ability which brings back the ally with full health, but of course it needs some amount of time for that, so you will be vulnerable during that. Another character that we can see both in this picture as well as in-game is the silver-haired Windy character, which you can see using her wind bubble acting as a smokescreen, as well as a dash ability and the ultimate ability, which are these 5 floating knives, which are also hitscan and not projectile despite the look. Also, from the look of these frames, here you only get 5 shots with them and they do not seem to replenish. The other characters that we can see on this picture but not in the trailer, well, if we do not count the shadow silhouette frame, are the muscular looking military dude, alternate version of Crypto from Apex Legends, Forest Dweller Millennial Blue Eye, and this hooded character that we can see behind a lock icon. Which I hope means that this character was just not playable and not hero banned. Now the buy menu, we got a glimpse of it in the announcement trailer. Here is a really low resolution screenshot of it. And from what I could distinguish from it, of course, I might be mostly wrong about it, but this is what my eyes could see. This row on the left looks to be for our pistols, so 5 of them in total. In the middle box, these 2 look to be SMGs, these 2 shotguns, these 4 ARs, these 2 sniper rifles, and these 2 light or heavy machine guns. As for these 2 on the right, they look like knives or swords. The bottom 3 might be the abilities or the armor. As for the far left, it also might be our current inventory or the purchasable abilities and armor. Okay, this is everything that comes to my mind at the moment. If you have questions or maybe you possess more information about Project A, I would like to hear it. Once again, I hope you are having a great time of the day and let's keep this rolling.